are living under the new normal situation all over the world. So, due to the pandemic attack or the pandemic outbreak recently, and now the people are getting used to this new normal situation. So, today we are going to talk about how we face this new normal situation, continue our profession as teachers. Uh, okay, now everybody, I think these days they are engaging in various types of work. So most of the people in the world are working from home, they're staying at home. While staying at home, you can contribute to your work. So, to continue our work and also be a teacher, right? Okay. Right. So you know that we have started a learning management system in Girula zone. So you can also contribute by preparing lessons and by making videos at home to this learning management system that will benefit the students from grade 6 to grade 11. So wide spectrum of classes you are doing. So you can contribute, even in a small manner, you can contribute to the learning management system by preparing a video. So this is the objective of preparing this video, informing you and advising you how to contribute to this management system. Okay, first of all, you should know what is the learning management system. Most of you may know about that, but for those who are very new to learning management system, today I'm going to discuss what is a learning management system or LMS. You know that a lot of schools, the national schools in this country, and the education officers also started this learning management system, and now this is something mushrooming all over the country. So let's see what LMS stands for and what LMS is. Okay, now this is this picture, this diagram, this mind map shows what is a learning management system and the purpose of it, and also how it works. You see that there are two areas. Hmm? Here you have at home learning and also classroom learning. So this part is not possible these days because at home learning is the only possibility now. Classroom learning we are not engaging, so that we will just focus on at home learning and how learning management system could be used in at home learning. So you see that the two-ended arrows suggest that there's interaction for both sides. The ebooks can be shared to the learning management system, and also from the learning management system you can download ebooks, and also ebooks in the PDF form. You know that everyone nowadays we are familiar with PDF because everybody, they know how to convert their Word files in PDF and portable files and share it. So the ebooks, in the form of ebooks, you can prepare ebooks actually. So then you can share it. And the online materials also can be shared, resources can be shared, or links can be shared through learning management system. And there's a personal learning by using your phone. This is also becoming very popular nowadays, so that kids are learning, teachers are contributing in the personal way, but through a learning management system, it can be done very effectively. Okay. Then the parent-child interaction is the other area of the learning management system. We know that a lot of parents are just helping and forcing their children to learn through a learning management system. And in our society also, this is becoming very popular, and the people have better awareness now. New culture actually created by COVID pandemic. Right, right. So let me continue. Mm, Well, these are the very, very famous brands in the world for learning management systems. The most important thing is most of them are free. So FutureLearn is one such a wonderful learning management system which is free. And if you want to buy a certificate, you can. Recently, I noticed that they are issuing free certificates during COVID era. Anyway, the FutureLearn is a wonderful learning management system which is fully fledged and also equipped with almost all the resources. So I am also a follower of FutureLearn platform, and I think I have done a wide variety of courses free of charge. And then I would like to give you this other brand, Coursera. So the Coursera is not so much, everything is not available free of charge. Coursera, some serious university degrees and yeah, serious courses are available. So you can follow a course in Coursera. So your children can follow, and most of the universities also nowadays they are just directing their students to follow these courses. And even British Council is also asking the teachers to follow FutureLearn courses because they are also using it as a platform, right? How can we contribute by to these learning management systems, especially our learning management system, by preparing a simple video lesson, or preparing papers, or preparing unit modules, or preparing exercises. You can contribute in the way that you can. And also new skills we have to learn, and the new skills are very, very important in order to survive, because you know that the survival is possible for human species only because they are capable of adapting to new situations better than other animals. So therefore, for that, I have already contributed by preparing a video, a very simple video. You would have seen that in Sinhala, where you can prepare a very simple video lesson by using your available technology. That is, everyone has a phone, smartphone, so A4 sheets and holder with a phone holder. So this phone holder you can buy from the market, and with the very simple ingredients you can do that. Okay, now let me remind you once again how to make a simple video lesson. Right. So there, the most important thing is we are using a simple technique which anyone can use. Otherwise, you need the studio to prepare a high quality video. That is not necessary. What is necessary is you have to prepare it from the minimum requirements that you have, and also a quality video can be prepared in that manner. Okay. So this simple and also I am asking you to use a utility technology, because the utility is the most important thing, not the other embellishments. And we are not doing we are not competing with others and to prepare the best video. That idea is not what should be promoted here. But I think for the utility value, we prepare this video. Okay. Here that I'm suggesting that we have to use, we must use a phone stand like this, and these stands are sophisticated ones, but what I suggested is a very simple one we can buy from a phone shop in your town. So that you buy a phone holder and place it somewhere, and as this phone holder cannot be seen in the video, so you can do it in a very crude manner also. You can, even you can use Vatahiria sticks and make make this. So this can be done. That is utility technology, and I think some of you can do such creative work. So you see that this picture shows there are two positions, and the two positions of your camera. So if you position the camera in this way, vertical manner, so you will get a vertical video like this. Okay, If you position it this horizontal manner, you will get a horizontal video. So that is how the phone capture the video in two different ways. So therefore, I would like to suggest that you would use the horizontal way, then you get a wide picture. Right. So this is one requirement, preparing your video. Right. Then, so most of the teachers have asked that how to store the storing capacity of the phone, whether it is enough to store many data. Okay. Anyway, so it is better to buy a micro SD card and install that in your phone. So the micro SD cards are available in the phone shops, and they are available from 500 rupees to 1000 rupees. So that nowadays the people are using at least 4 GB, 1 GB, 2 GB microchips cards. So we are not encouraging you to spend a lot of money here, but the accessories, for all the accessories that you buy to do this lesson, should be less than 2000 rupees, 1500 rupees. So therefore, otherwise this is not practical. So therefore, the micro SD card, I would like to suggest you buy it from 500 rupees from the market. So this is how you install it. So if you don't know how to install it, you can ask your son, you can ask your daughter, you can ask a kid to install it, right? So the other thing that Madam Subhashini and our ISAs, Mr. Tilak, and we all discuss about how you present in this video. So there, you have to be very pleasant. You know that you have to get prepared for that, because you can't just present yourself to a very big crowd, very big public show without being pleasant. So therefore, we are suggesting that you should be very pleasant when you are presenting the video. So the pleasant is not the way that you dress, your dress code, but also your facial expressions and those soft skills that you are performing in the video. So these pictures suggest that be pleasant, and also I would like to suggest that you should clad, if you are a teacher, if you are a lady, so you can clad in a sari in a very decent manner when you are conducting the lesson. Right. The other thing is that we know that these days most of the teachers are engaged in this video business. So they, especially the tuition masters like Tissa Jananayak, so they are also presented by using utility technology. So they actually streaming their videos, be very pleasant. So this we can take these models and these examples in preparing your video lesson, right? So the next thing is how you develop the lesson on the blackboard or the whiteboard, especially on your background. So the background, you keep a whiteboard, and in the whiteboard you have to build up your lesson systematically. In this systematic development of your lesson, you have to use a lot of displays. So this picture suggests how you should use uh, the displays very creatively. So that there are two options. Now in this picture shows a flipboard. Flipboard, you can fix some displays here, and also you can use papers in the flipboard better than the whiteboard. So you can use any option. Here the color, using color is very important, because we know that the most of our learners, so our students are visual learners, so that we have to appeal to their visual learning capacity, their intelligence, kind of intelligence that they have. So in order to stimulate that, we have to use a lot of, I would like to suggest, we have to use a lot of colors, a lot of pictures, a lot of graphics in building up our lessons. Otherwise, just talking is not enough and not very effective, right? So then I would like to suggest that this whole calendar, in the utility technology, you can use this whole calendar as a flipboard, the flip chart, where you can use the other side of the calendar to write something. Because I think this is a famous practice that most of the teachers are familiar with. They use calendars to present their lessons. So the video lessons also use the same techniques, but these techniques should appeal to the technological background or environment that we are using in preparing these lessons. Okay, thank you very much.